right. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
It is a happy Tuesday.
It is a happy Tuesday. It looks pretty nice outside. We got a nice tree over here.
Okay. 1995 called. They said they want their tree back.
Okay, I kind of like it. I think it makes it look a little bit more homey and
Homey or homely? Anyway,
that's nice.
you look outside, just depending on where you are, some of us seeing a little bit of sun right now, while outside our window on the south side of Lansing, kind of gray right now. We've got a day where we are going to see a few showers and storms. I think for most of us it'll be this afternoon. There was a little bit of activity back to the west earlier this morning. That has now kind of faded away. Here's a look at our Meridian Company Capital City Sky Cam. A few little thin spots in the clouds right now over downtown Lansing, and we do have some clouds over downtown Jackson this morning. Here is pinpoint Doppler radar. And not showing a lot in the area, but you look north of Grand Rapids, there is one little cell that has redeveloped here in the last 10 minutes or so.
There?
Yeah, you see that up?
Coast?
I see it. Well, actually, just north of Grand Rapids. There's,
that one. Okay.
Yeah, one little cell going on there. Maybe we can catch it here on the radar. We'll try to zoom in on that. We had a little bit of activity that was south from that earlier. That has faded away, but today is going to be one of those days where we see a couple of showers and storms flare up out ahead of a cold front that is still back to our northwest and just slowly creeping in this direction. So be prepared. There will be a few, but they are kind of widely scattered. Now, the Storm Prediction Center this morning, they put our area in a marginal risk of severe weather. If we see anything, it would be this afternoon. Could be an isolated storm that has some gusty winds. I think for most of us, it's not a big concern. And there'll be some of us who don't see a drop of rain at all today.
I have a question.
Okay.
Actually,
well,
Dawn,
you don't have to raise your hand to ask a question.
Dawn has a question.
Sure.
What kind of winds, if any, will there be if the storm comes?
If we see storms today, there could be some wind gust up around 35, 40 miles an hour.
Okay.
Is the way it looks right now. But it's, it's marginal, which means it's kind of isolated activity, and many of us today will not see anything. I think tomorrow we all see some rain.
Okay.
Severe weather, it's mainly south of Lansing, and even then it's a marginal risk. We got the tomorrow outlook there, and, the better chance is southwest of Michigan. And tomorrow the potential's there that we could see some heavier rain in the area, so something we're watching at that time as well. So here is a look at our hour-by-hour forecast. That cold front kind of approaching the area this afternoon. Notice a few showers and storms flaring up. There's a little bit of activity out west right now, and we can't rule out maybe one or two of those making it here. But for most of us, it'll be this afternoon. And I think if there are some gusty thunderstorms, just what these models are showing, they'll more than likely be just off to the east of our area. But, it's a close call. So we'll see what exactly happens with that. We go through tonight. Things kind of die down a little bit. Maybe a stray shower tonight. That cold front stalls out near the state line. And we have a little area of low pressure. It's going to move along it. And that is what's going to bring us some rain tomorrow. And that is mainly rain. I mean, there might be a thunderstorm or two in the mix.
I do see some orange and red there.
Yeah, and we
that just means heavy rain, though, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
We normally, because usually, we show that, and it's like, and the thunderstorm, because that's usually what produces heavy rain. And there could be some lightning with this.
Okay.
But it's mainly, some pockets of heavy rain tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. So, we need some rain. Maybe don't need, a quick inch of rain that comes down. But
maybe not quite.
Yeah. But that's something we're tracking. And, this could still change, and we'll see what happens. Here's a look at the next 12 hours. And our computer model, I think, was picking up on some activity earlier and kind of dropped some rain in at 10 a.m. A couple areas maybe. Most of us should be dry at that point. And I really think it's more this afternoon that some showers and storms flare up. And the bulk of that activity should be east of Lansing and Jackson. Mid-80s today, just the chance of a shower storm. Tonight's relatively quiet, a stray shower possible. But tomorrow, rain, possibly a thunderstorm, some heavier downpours of rain, a high of 74. Thursday, we top out near 80, mid-80s on Friday, and we're in the low to mid-80s Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Now, I just want to point out, 80% chance of rain tomorrow. I mean, if you could have an 80% chance of winning the Mega Millions or something, you would definitely go out and buy a ticket.
I
right?
would.
Yeah. I mean, our chance of rain today, if I can get this to erase off the screen there.
It's gone.
Okay, well, it took it a second.
Oh.
On mine here, yours
Yeah.
seems to work a lot faster. 30% today, and then we're talking like 20, 30% Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Still better.
Not ruling it out, but don't bank
It's
on
still better than lottery, probabilities,
Yeah.
but they're smaller amounts. So you want to point that out because hey, he said it's going to rain 6 days in a row.
we do get
Today
that.
it's kind of hit or miss. Tomorrow's a pretty good bet, and then the rest of the week, kind of hit or miss.
You would be surprised how many times we get comments of, hey, I was told it was not going to rain, and it does. I yelled at Colton for that last week.
Because he told you it was not going to rain, and
He
it did.
told us it was not going to rain on Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
When Rochelle was singing the national anthem at the Lugnuts game, and it rained.
You know what predicting the weather's like?
What?
It's like taking a leaf and going to the Grand River and tossing it in and trying to predict where that leaf's going to be tomorrow. And then you have one low little shower that came through, and yet poor Colton had to take this abuse. And that maybe that's why he's not here today.
Oh.
But he will be here tomorrow morning.
He's okay. I'm pretty
You
sure.
say he is. I hear he's been crying all weekend. Hey, you can always check out the radar and see if we're right or wrong on the News 10 First Alert weather app. You can find it free on Google Play and the Apple App Store. Download today, and it's always something good to have on your phone if you're going to be out and about this time of the year, because you never know when those unpredicted showers may pop
Yeah.
up.
Maybe you're going to a Lugnuts game.
It was all.
And-
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're going to a Lugnuts game, and you want to know if it's going to rain during the first
You're
inning.
stalling now.
I am not. I'm literally talking about how when we were at the. You know what? Here's what I will do though. Just because I want to give her more time.
Oh,
This is the day I'm
Rochelle.
talking about.
This was a good day.
This was a great day.
Very good day.
So you're telling me it's raining there?
No.
There was a little bit of rain.
Thank you.
There was a little bit of rain. There was a little bit. I can tell you that. I know we were all sitting outside. Then we went inside to get some food. And we were like, let's go back out. And all of a sudden, we're looking at all the rain out there.
Yeah.
But luckily, it went away quickly. We were able to see Rochelle perform.
That's what you call an isolated shower.
Isolated shower. There it is, Darrin, informing us this morning.
And it just kind of knocked the dust down. So it did you a favor.
It did.
It did make for a really pretty rainbow. Did you see the rainbow?
I took a picture of the rainbow.
too.
Oh my God. I wish I could show. I don't have my phone on me right
I
now.
do, but I can't show it
I know. Otherwise, I'd have to like
can't like
zoom
walk all
in.
the way up to the
Here
camera
you
right
go.
there.
It was a very faint rainbow too, so I think if we showed it, we'd have to kind of circle. But it went like all the way across. It was really
It was really
cool.
pretty, yeah.
From like the field on over.
It was a good omen for the game.
It was a good omen. Good
We're
omen.
gonna talk about that a little bit later, but
Okay.
I am now joined by Taylor Gattoni from
Good
News 10
morning,
Today at 11 and
everyone.
First at 4. And we're going to talk about some of the headlines this Tuesday. And we have some follow-up on one that we had yesterday morning, about this time, I believe. This morning, convicted sexual predator and former MSU sports doctor Larry Nassar is recovering after being stabbed several times in a federal prison in Florida.
Yeah, so Nassar is currently serving 60 years there on child pornography charges. And we're going to show you on your screen in just a bit. There it is. This is an aerial video of the prison just outside of Orlando. So Nassar was also convicted in Ingham County for sexually abusing hundreds of young girls while working for Michigan State University and USA Gymnastics. A judge sentenced him up to 175 years in prison. And this morning, an official from the federal prison where Nassar is being held is speaking out about the severity of his injuries. So we're going to have you take a listen.
Stabbed twice in the neck, 6 times in the chest, and twice in the back. The only reason he is alive because of our staff that saved his life. The staff that were there, they're working on a double shift because we don't have enough staff.
Survivors of Nassar's abuse say they want him to pay for what he's done, but not like this.
And we sent him to prison. My goal wasn't him to just get beat up and stabbed and go through such violence. I just wanted for him to pay for his time of all the stuff that he did to us.
Ingham County Judge Rosemary Aquilina says even though she told Nassar during sentencing she was signing his death warrant, she says the stabbing is unacceptable. In June of last year, the Michigan Supreme Court rejected a final appeal from Nassar. His attorneys say he deserved a new hearing based on Judge Aquilina's vengeful remarks. And the court ruled it had concerns over the judge's conduct, but said she stuck to the sentencing deal worked out by lawyers in the case.
All right, we're going to have more on that most likely throughout the week as we
Yeah.
continue to follow that story
We'll
along
continue to keep you updated.
with our partners in Florida. And as Darrin mentioned earlier, along with some of the rain that we have coming our way, we also have some heat, and with that comes poison ivy.
Yeah, I
Not
feel like we
good.
haven't talked about poison ivy, and I haven't heard of poison ivy in a while, but something I always look out for when going out.
We always
into the
hear about it when we're a
woods.
kid.
Yeah, when you're a kid, you're always hearing about it. Careful what you touch, careful what,
Now that we're adults with
hand sanitizer you're
gardens.
putting on your face, be careful.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my gosh. So it's creating a hazard in many gardens and wooded areas. Oil from the plant can give you an itchy rash, but there are ways to protect yourself and avoid a trip to urgent care, right? You don't want that. First, know what poison ivy looks like. On your screen, you're seeing that. You got the 3 leaves right there. And if you aren't sure, just don't touch it.
There you go.
So the best ways to get rid of poison ivy in your yard is by calling a professional, as poison ivy has to be removed from the ground to prevent it from coming back.
You know, they always say you have to make sure you get all of the roots.
All the roots.
You have to do it.
It's kind of like acne. That's the best with my analogy. I can tie it into,
As
right?
I hide
You
my
pop
chin.
it, but you got to get all of it out.
Yeah, as I hide my chin behind the microphone right now. All right, well, today, millions of people are expecting to flood Amazon's website. I may have already done that for the Prime Day sales I did.
I don't know
did
if
it
you
this
just saw, I
morning.
was making a face too because I was on Amazon this morning.
Sure was.
And I was like, ooh, let's see
Hey.
what we can sort through.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so starting today, Prime members have 48 hours to access exclusive deals on hot ticket items. I was taking a look at some of those hot ticket items.
I haven't yet.
You know what I wish, though? I wish Amazon could give you a discount on everything. Right?
Like
Because
a-
then your
a
cart
blanket
would be
discount?
like, that'd be so nice. But
I
it's
know.
on certain items. So this year, Amazon says it will offer more deals than any other Prime Day event. Oh, we better start searching better.
my
And
phone
new
out.
deals will drop every 30 minutes during select periods. Okay, so every 30 minutes. Set your alarm for those deals. The company will offer millions of deals across many categories, including Amazon inclusive items from top brands like Dyson, Theragun, and Frigidaire. Is that how you say that? Frigidaire?
Yeah, Frigidaire.
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 And for customers who are not yet Prime members but want to get the most out of Prime Day, they can join or start a 30-day free trial, okay? 30-day free trial. Crystal's looking through Amazon right now to see those
I am.
deals.
Okay.
They have some good ones on electronics. It's always the electronics.
Yeah.
Air purifiers, heaters. What else was I looking at?
Humidifiers.
Humidifiers.
Yeah.
Those are the big ones. Cameras, like Ring cameras. A lot of those I saw yesterday.
Like, okay, so it says exclusive Prime price. These are all my save for later is at over 600 items.
I have too. It's so embarrassing. I'm like, when the next paycheck comes in, and
Let's
I'm
move
like,
that one
Taylor,
down.
Stop spending money. You don't need any more things.
I know, but then I need this one in 2 colors because aren't those colors pretty?
That's very cute. She's
Okay.
looking at a shirt.
All right. Anyway,
It is.
we'll get into that
Prime
a little
Day
bit
is
later.
today and tomorrow. And actually, I do want to let people know, coming up on Mid Michigan Matters tomorrow during First at 4, so tomorrow, Wednesday, which is the last day of Prime Day, we are bringing in, we reached out to so many people, the East Lansing Police Department. We're bringing in Lieutenant O'Hario. He's actually going to talk to us how people can keep their packages safe from porch pirates, and also how to make sure you're not giving away your personal information. All of that AI is going around, so do not fall for scams. Careful where you're purchasing items from. Look at the reviews. Reviews
Yes.
are always a good thing to see how the quality of an item is. If you scroll down to the reviews, sometimes people post pictures. And if you're getting something like a shirt, Crystal, you can always see the dimensions, the sizes, how it
It's
fits.
always helpful.
Yeah.
I was going to mention something about porch pirates, but I felt like it would be better because if you buy it, say today, maybe you'll get it tomorrow. So that's probably a
Right,
much better
because
idea.
Amazon Prime, usually you get it within 2 days. I'm sure, as a heads up though,
Yeah.
because so many people are going to be purchasing products or whatever items on
Yeah.
Amazon Prime for Prime Day today and tomorrow, just make sure, if you need something in a rush, don't count on it being here in the
No.
next 2 days because, again, so many packages will be coming in. But if you're not getting it for a while and you're tracking the package and you're like, where did it go? That might be a time where you're like, hey, let me make sure it arrives so it doesn't get taken by porch pirates, right? You want to
Right.
give it enough time to come, but don't pressure it too much. Keep an
One
eye
thing
on
I
it.
was looking at said it would be delivered today.
You know, I had a package that said it was supposed to be delivered in like 2 to 5 days, and it still hadn't arrived. Luckily, they gave a refund.
Okay,
They were good about it. But, you know, just keep that in mind as you're splurging for Amazon Prime Day today.
Well, speaking of splurging, sometimes in the summertime, people like to get a nice cold frozen drink. And today is your day because not only is it day one of Amazon Prime Days, it's also July 11th or 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. Yes, so celebrating. Oh my gosh. Actually, I had
They never look like that, though.
No, they don't. They're more like a little Mod Podge of
Yeah.
the colors. Well, Justin Bradford was talking yesterday, going, you know, I wonder if 7-Eleven is still doing their 7-Eleven day. And I was
Guess
like,
what? They are.
So, yes, celebrating convenience store 7-Eleven's 96th
Wow.
birthday just got sweeter as they're offering customers free Slurpee drinks today. Do you think we can go during our lunch break?
Absolutely. There's one right up the road.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, so according to a news release, everyone
Also,
and
what's a lunch
anyone-
break?
Yeah, shout out to that. Everyone and anyone can enjoy the tasty treat in stores Tuesday today at participating 7-Elevens and Speedway locations, so 7-Eleven and Speedway. Additionally, new and existing Fuel Rewards members can also receive an additional 11 cents off
There you
each gallon
go.
purchased on July 11th, so today at 7-Eleven and Speedway locations. How great is that? And you know what? Back in the day, like years ago, I want to say a handful of years ago, I don't know when when did they start doing the free Slurpee
I don't
days?
know.
I remember it went really viral
Yeah.
over social media.
There
like,
was one
out
where
of
you could bring
nowhere.
your own container.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what
People
it
were
was.
bringing like
People were bringing toilets
5-gallon
and kiddie
buckets.
pools.
Yeah.
Toilets. They were bringing toilets. I was like, what are you doing here? You're gonna.
What's your go-to Slurpee flavor, though?
Oh, it's a mixture. You got to do the blue raspberry and the cherry.
Oh, that's a good one.
Sometimes you do like, it doesn't matter what you start with, but sometimes it's like 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
You got to
So
get the different levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What do you get?
I like to. I don't know if this counts, but I like to get the frozen Cokes
Okay.
in the summer.
That works.
And I'm a blue raspberry. Yeah.
Blue raspberry is so good.
Yeah.
I want to hear someone, put in some comments your
There you go.
favorite Slurpee flavor.
Or maybe there's a
Slurpee
concoction
flavor. There you go.
that you came up with that is like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like I know
Some people
somebody
just put them all in.
made one. I can't remember what it was with, but it had Mountain Dew Slurpee in it, and somehow they mixed it with something else, and it tasted like a creamsicle.
People put the randomest things together and it tastes
know.
oddly good.
I know. So if you've got something like that, we want to know about it before like 2:00, so we can go up the road and get a Slurpee at the
And
corner.
then 2 o'clock we'll be back here letting you know how that Slurpee is.
Exactly. We will be here.
Yes.
All right. Well, speaking of coming back, can you share with us what is coming up on News 10 today at 11? I forgot to do the full screen, so we just got to talk
There are a
about
lot of things happening. News 10 today at 11. Yes. So you all heard the news of Winter Smith. So just days before he is due in court, new video has been released showing the moments that police captured 26-year-old Rashad Trice after he allegedly kidnapped and murdered 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith and attacked her mother. Also, the possibility of a UPS strike looms as negotiations between the shipping giant and the Teamsters Union have reached a critical standstill.
just in time for Prime Day.
Yeah, so, be careful with that. I mean,
Yeah.
they have their Amazon
Yeah.
trucks, but still, that delivery, be careful with that, the UPS strike. And a former lug nut wins the MLB's Home Run Derby. So we'll have reaction on that coming up on News 10 today at 11.
Love that.
And then we
We
are
talked
also...
about him on Extra Innings.
Extra innings. If
We
you haven't
did.
watched yesterday's episode, go check it out.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. That was a good one. It was a fun one, too. Then we are back here at 2 o'clock for another First Alert Forecast update. We will have, what's today, Tuesday? So
Tuesday.
we will have Justin here. I will be here, and we will have someone from Studio 10 telling you what to expect during their show. We'll have coming up on First at 4 and during the 90 minutes of news. Also, I want to reiterate, anytime you guys can go over here on our live stream. You
We're
can
not
live
over
comment.
here.
Well, yeah, don't come over here to the screen, but on your live stream, you can comment live, and we will
Just like Dawn did.
We will see it over here.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dawn, good morning to you. Yeah, you can comment, feedback if you have any questions.
Ask a question.
Ask a question.
Yeah.
It's great for the meteorologist, the chances for rain. And then also something else. Where's the remote? Oh,
It's a mouse.
the mouse.
It's not working.
It's not working. What happened?
I
Run
don't-
out of battery?
I think so.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I was going to show you well, we can show over here, right? Studio 10 shout out.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There you go.
Studio 10 also has their
See if I can
Studio
fix the
10
mouse.
shout outs. Yeah, I know, I'm trying to fix the mouse there. However, all you have to do is go onto our website, wilx.com. You can click on the little sandwich icon at the top left when you go up there.
I gotta charge it.
We got to charge the little mouse. But yeah, so to do a Studio 10 shout out, all you have to do is go onto our website, wilx.com. You'll see a little 3 lines, so we call it the little sandwich
The hamburger
icon,
menu.
The hamburger menu,
Yeah.
there you go. And so it'll open up the little side tab. Go to contests. You're going to click on Studio 10 shoutouts. You can go there, scroll down, put in your email first. Then your information. That'll be like your name, your birth date, your address. Then who you want to give a Studio 10 shout out to, why you want to give them a shout out. And then it could be a milestone, an anniversary. You could just be saying, hey, you know, great job on getting an A+ on your test or whatever.
There you go.
Thanks for watching my dog. I don't know. Any shout out.
Good job on the home run derby.
There you go. You can put that up on there. So Studio 10 shout outs, go check it out. But yeah, until then, we will be back at News 10 today at 11, and then we'll be back here at 2 o'clock.
And then I'll be back here at 3:30 with Tim Stout. We're going to talk about that home run derby and the former Lugnut who won. And we got a couple other things that we're going to talk about as well, including some news out of Northwestern University. Tim was talking about it a little bit on yesterday's show. If you missed any of that, Tim was in rare form yesterday, so check that out on our website, wilx.com as well. And we will see everybody a little bit later. Thanks for watching.
Have a great morning, everyone.